Thank you for joining us on another informative video about how to use a typewriter. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you in detail how to use an Olympia SM4 typewriter. Please note that this video applies to Olympia SM2 and Olympia SM3 with minor differences. To open the case of the SM2, SM3 or SM4, they have different versions but usually similar locks. You press on the buttons on the left and right at the same time and the base is released. Now it's time to remove the typewriter from its base. You use the two clips on the sides, press them down and remove the typewriter up. There's two pins on the back, mind them by moving it towards you, and now it's free. To start using the typewriter, you need to unlock the carriage. To unlock the carriage, use the lever on the left side on the top corner of the keyboard and push it down and the carriage will be unlocked. To use your carriage and adjust it, you can use two levers on the right and left side. These are push levers. You push it down and you will be able to move the carriage left or right. Same applies to the left one. Push it down and you can move it left and right. An additional note, the carriage release lever on the SM4 are two, one on the left and one on the right, while on the SM3 and the SM2 it's only the one on the right side. To set up your margins, there's two margins on the back, one on the left and one on the right. They are a pinch mechanism. You pinch it and move it to the left or to the right depending on where do you want your line to end if you're using the right side margin. For the left side margin, you will also pinch it and move it left and right and set it up where you want to start your line. To select the number of line spaces you want to use while typing, you can use the line spacing selector on the left side. It's a small lever here and you push it down for 1.5 and 2 lines for the last option, and the first option is usually 1 line space. The long arm on the left side is the line spacing lever. This will move you to the next line on the paper. To do this, you push it all the way and drag the carriage with it. Now you'll move to the second line. We'll demonstrate this later on as well. There's two ways to free the platen of the SM4 typewriter. There's a button to release the platen temporarily, so you don't continuously release it. By pressing it, you can just move it without any clicking. And there's also a lever on the left side. You push it down and it will release it continuously. The sound of the platen unreleased is ticking. To insert the paper, you use the paper grip release lever on the right side, pull it towards you, get a suitable paper, insert it, grip the paper release lever and feed the paper using the knobs. Then push the paper and put the paper holder above it and again feed it. To adjust the paper position, you ungrip the paper release lever and you can adjust it left and right and align it the way you want it. When it's aligned, you grip it back, feed it down and move to the start of your line. On the back, there's a paper support. Use the button here on the right side. You press it and it will pop out. You can use the SM4 typewriter to draw vertical and horizontal lines. To do that, you get a pencil insert it in the notch here, and using the carriage release lever on the left or right, you can press it and move the carriage, drawing the line. This is the horizontal line. To draw a vertical line, you need to release the platen using the lever on the far left side here on the back and push it down. The platen is released. To draw the vertical line, you again insert the pencil in the notch, and using the knob, move the paper up and down, and the vertical line is drawn. To remove the paper, you ungrip the paper release lever and pull the paper out. Then grip it back to hide the paper support on the back. You push it down and then push it towards the back cover of the typewriter. Now I'm gonna show you how to manually reverse the ribbon. To do that, I'll have to remove the cover so you will be able to see it. We need to reverse the ribbon when your ribbon spool is finished. So if you don't have eyelets fitted on the ribbon spools or ribbon itself, it will not automatically reverse. So you have to do this manually. To reverse the ribbon manually, use the 2-pin lever on the right or the left. You push it towards you or away, and the ribbon will be reversed. The SM2, SM3 and SM4 typewriters have the lever underneath the lid to adjust the touch control. This means you are able to adjust the pressure you need to put on the keys while typing. If you like to have soft typing, you can move it away from you and it will be soft to type. If you need to increase the tension, you pull it towards you, and this will increase the pressure while typing. Please note that you can download a free PDF version of the Olympia SM4 manual from our website. Now we move to the keyboard section. To start, there's the tab key on the right side. It's only available on the SM3 and SM4 typewriters. It's not available on the SM2. To set up your tab stops, there's also 2 ways to do that. On the SM4, it's using the keys on the right and left side of the spacebar, the plus and the minus. And on the SM3, we're gonna show you in a separate video how to adjust it. To adjust the tab stops, you add a tab stop using the plus, you press it, and it's there now. To check if it's working. Now it's stopped on the tab stop we already added. To remove the tab stop, you use the minus key on the left side of the spacebar and press it down to check if it's removed. If you already set several tab stops on the carriage, so 1, 2, 3. To remove all the tab stops in one go, you can use the lever on the right side and push it down, and it will remove all the tab stops. This is to demonstrate how to set up the tab stops of a SM3 typewriter. There's 6 tab stops on the back. You manually adjust them by pressing it down and moving it left or right to the position you need it. On the left side, there's a key with 4 dots on top. It's the margin release key. The typewriters made for the American market or US market or North American market, actually, there's an MR on the key on the left side. It's a margin release key that you use while typing, and you reach the end of your line and the sentence is longer than usual, so you press the margin key and you can continue typing past your margin on the right side. The same applies to the left side. If you need to type beyond your left margin, you press on the margin key and move it, and as you can see, it moved past the left margin key, and I can type normally past the margin on the left side. On the right side, there's a backspace key with an arrow towards the right side. This backspace key, you press it and the carriage will move towards the right one space. We usually use this to correct a mistake, or if we missed a character, we can go back and type again. By default, typewriters are made to type with lowercase. To type using capitals, there's shift keys, one on the right and one on the left. To type using capitals, you press the shift key and press on the key and it will type in capital. Same applies to the right shift key, you press it and type in capital. To continuously type using capitals, there's a shift lock key, it's above the left side shift. You press it down and it will lock the carriage up, and you can continuously type using capital letters. To unlock the shift lock on the left side, you press the shift key on the left side and it will be released. On the right side, there's a color selector lever. There's three options. The blue, it uses the first color, usually the top color on the ribbon if it's a dual ribbon. There's the middle one, white, it stencils when the ribbon holder will not move, and it's used when using stencils. The third option is the red option. It's always the second color on the dual colored ribbon, and this is giving us three options to use while typing. Now you finished using the SM4 typewriter and you want to lock the carriage. It's suggested that you move the carriage towards the right. Using the lever on the far left side on the top corner of the keyboard, you push it up, and then using the carriage release lever, you move the carriage to the left to center it, and now it's locked. We hope this tutorial was helpful, so please let us know in the comments below what other typewriters you want us to demonstrate in the near future. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button to get notified of any future videos we're going to be uploading. Until then, keep typing. With minor